It's time for Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Cedar Lake Village, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, Tri-Century Bank, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Weitzel Optometry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
And good evening from Spring Hill High School tonight on a chilly Thursday evening for the final game of the regular season for the Spring Hill High School Broncos soccer team as they welcome the DeSoto Wildcats to town tonight for this final matchup of the regular season. It is a 5-8-2 season to this point for the Spring Hill Broncos, and for DeSoto, 8-5-2 record for the Wildcats. They dropped their last game coming in on Tuesday, an overtime loss to Turner after they had reeled off 5 of 4 games in the win column, with all 4 of those wins coming with by shutout. So they come in pretty hot. Meanwhile, the Spring Hill Broncos, they have had a couple of close ones lately, a draw and a win, and only one goal scored combined in those 2 games. A 1-0 win at Baldwin earlier this week on Tuesday, and then they played a scoreless double overtime draw with Paola last week, a week ago on Thursday. So they're hoping to get a little bit more momentum going as well as they head into the postseason right around the corner. So that's our matchup here tonight. It is the Spring Hill Broncos and the DeSoto Wildcats. We'll be back with more here on the Comfort Designs pregame show with a look at the matchup and some keys to this match for the Broncos as you're watching Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NAIT certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. Broncos soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back into the Comfort Designs pregame show, brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. A chilly evening here in Spring Hill tonight, where the Spring Hill Broncos host the DeSoto Wildcats at the final game of this soccer regular season. It's time for some keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty. Let Crown Realty help you get the keys to your dream home, and check out all of their listings at crownrealty.com. And if you're in the market to sell your home, remember the key is a great agent. That's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. And to help us break this one down tonight, I bring my partner in for the evening, Jason Swartz. Good to have you up here in the booth with us tonight, Jason. Looking forward to a little Broncos soccer this evening.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm glad that we've got one soccer expert in the booth with us here tonight. But no, we're excited to bring you Spring Hill Soccer the first time here on Spring Hill Sports Live. So as we get into our keys to the game here tonight, what are you looking to see out of the Broncos to try to pull out a win here?
Yeah, a couple things that you're going to keep an eye on is really going to be the middle of the field tonight. A player there to watch here for Spring Hill is going to be Logan Smoot. He's going to be tasked with marking DeSoto's big playmaker. If he's able to kind of shut him down, make things comfortable for him throughout the game, that's really going to put a lot of stress on DeSoto offensively. It's kind of sticking with the middle of the field. They're really going Spring Hill's really going to be running their offense through Jackson Rainforth. He's going to be the guy that's going to be kind of creating a lot of the chances for Spring Hill. Kind of another sports reference. He's going to be kind of the point guard to their offense. And then really just the last part of this is just have a strong back line. Make sure the defense isn't letting guys behind them throughout the game. So there's not a lot of, cheap goals happening. But I think if they can kind of keep those three things under lock, I think we could have a good night tonight.
You mentioned Rainforth, 8 assists this year. He's got a couple of goals, but he's now had an assist or a goal in 6 of the last 9 for Spring Hill. So really runs through him. That's a guy that I know Coach Eric Swartz runs a lot through, as you mentioned. Mm-hmm. So we'll definitely keep an eye on number 10 in purple tonight. And, of course, it's the 10 on the other side, Trent Mann. He's kind of the Jackson Rainforth, if you will, for DeSoto. 7 goals, 8 assists, leads the team in assists, second on the team in goals. So he's definitely the guy that they like to run things through as well. 2 guys that are midfielders, kind of those attacking midfielders for these 2 teams. So we're looking forward to it tonight. Those are your Crown Realty keys to the match here for Spring Hill as they take on the DeSoto Wildcats. You're inside the Comfort Designs pregame show. We're back with the starting lineups right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
What if grass wasn't just for mowing? What if all the games weren't on TV? What if you saw the grandkids on more than just holidays? What if you got out of the house more often, maybe for good? Cedar Lake Village Senior Living. Life is how you live, not just where. To learn more, call 888-508-2022.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Open, flexible, and dedicated to our clients with impeccable customer support. That's why you choose Tri-Century Bank. Have your bank right in your hands with mobile banking and manage your money from the comfort of your home with convenient online banking. Tri-Century is ideal for your business, with competitive rates on loans and credit cards to help meet your goals. For 125 years, Tri-Century Bank has been serving Spring Hill. To learn more, join them for one of their monthly coffees. See upcoming events at tricentury.bank.
This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside the Comfort Designs pregame show, brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Let's run down your starting lineups tonight for this matchup between Spring Hill and DeSoto. The starting lineups are brought to you by Perfect Details Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. A little bit of a different starting lineup for Coach Eric Schwartz's Broncos in this one. It is senior night, so all the seniors are in the starting lineup in this one. So let's run down that. Starts with their goalkeeper, Chesney Haney. He's a junior and a captain on this team. A first-team All-Frontier League player last year at goal, and he is, of course, a big piece back for this team. Some of those seniors then. Tyler Bennett, one of the seniors who will start in the midfield for them. Logan Smoot, who Jason mentioned in our keys to the game, another one of their midfielders. He's their main guy who will mark the opponent's best player as a defensive midfielder. Jackson Rainforth, he's a junior, another captain on this team, their attacking midfielder. Skylar Navratil, a junior, will start outside back. Dominic Pemberton, only a freshman, and Pemberton will be starting outside back as well. He's one of the, actually the first freshman to make the varsity team on opening day in Coach Schwartz's 5 years here at Spring Hill. Josh Santos, another one of their captains, and he's one of the forwards, also a senior, second on the team in goals with 5 this year. Tyler North will get the start in this one. North, the right midfielder, a senior. Daniel Keckley, a senior, will start as another defensive midfielder for Coach Schwartz. Keen Niddle, one of their center, he is the center back on this team. He's a junior. And Alex Larson, another starter in the forward spot. He'll start for their typical starter in the forward spot, which is Hunter Williams, their leading goal scorer. But he'll be coming off of the bench in this one as the senior Alex Larson will get the start at forward. Head coach of the Spring Hill Broncos is Eric Schwartz. He's assisted by Clint Maynard and Matt Lundy. And for the DeSoto Wildcats, their starting lineup looks like this. The forwards are Elijah Christie and James Hengler, who's got their team leading with 9 goals this year, is number 12 in white today, James Hengler. And the other forward is Ian Indres. They actually list him as the striker on this team for DeSoto. The midfielders are Trent Mann, their assist leader and second leading goal scorer. Cole Towner and Adam Konia are the midfielders. Left back is Gage Stricker. The right back is Austin Bradley. And the center backs are Kyle Newberry and Peyton Brotherton. And the goalkeeper for DeSoto is the senior Eli Gratz. He's got 5 shutouts this season for the Wildcats. And the head coach is Drew Proctor, assisted by Josh Grimes. Those are your starting lineups. They are brought to you by Perfect Details Salon. And we're back for the opening kick right after this. It's Spring Hill and DeSoto. Soccer coming up next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
And we are ready to go here at Spring Hill High School tonight. Spring Hill and DeSoto. Soccer match coming up here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Along with Jason Swartz, I'm Bryce Kessler. Excited to bring you some soccer here tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live. And it's time for our opening kick, brought to you by the Spring Hill Recreation Commission. With fall sports in full swing, the Spring Hill Rec Commission has turned their sights to basketball season. Registration is now open until November 15th for youth basketball in Spring Hill. Register online at springhillrec.org or by calling 913-592-2214. So DeSoto, the fellas in the white tonight, and the home purple kits for the Spring Hill Broncos this evening. Spring Hill 5-8-2, and DeSoto enters at 8-5-2 overall on the season. Spring Hill averaging 1.5 goals per game and surrendering 1.5 goals per game. 23 goals scored, 22 goals allowed through their season 15 games so far for Spring Hill. For DeSoto, 32 goals scored, just over 2 per game, and 20 goals allowed, just under 1.5 per game for the 8-5-2 Wildcats. It is a chilly evening here in Spring Hill as temperatures at 43 degrees right now as we get set for this one, and a few clouds in the sky as well. My weather all of a sudden shows raindrops on it, so hopefully that's not coming, although there in the radar there is some stuff moving in. So
that could make things uncomfortable tonight.
We might not only be cold, Jason, but, well, we won't, but they might not only be cold, but they might be wet before too long as well. So we were kind of talking off the air here on that last break how the weather impacts this. We were just thinking cold and a little bit windy, the wind blowing out of the north, which the field here, it sits north-south, so it's blowing from, as you're watching here, the right side of the field, blowing in from that goal down towards the scoreboard on the south end of the field. But we were talking just the cold, how that would impact it, but now we might have both cold and some wet. So what potentially impact could we see from the weather here tonight?
Yeah, the cold doesn't really affect the game a whole lot. I mean, outside of it just being maybe a little bit uncomfortable for the kids, the ball might be a little bit harder, but that shouldn't affect it a whole lot. Now, rain can be a little bit different of a story. One that could affect the goalkeepers, the ball being a little slippery and them being able to handle that. And then it also affect the field a lot. Once the field starts getting a little wet, instead of seeing the ball bounce as much, you'll start seeing it skip. And if the players don't, take that into account, especially defenders when they're up trying to play the ball, a lot of times you can kind of see the ball get through the defenders, and sometimes a cheap goal happens. So that'll be interesting to see how that affects the game if we do get a little bit of weather tonight.
Yeah, so for now anyway, it is dry, it is a little breezy, and it is a little chilly. I mentioned the 43 degrees. The wind right now about almost gusting at about 10, 15 miles per hour up to the gust from the north. So that obviously only makes it a little chillier. But the fans are bundled up, and the players are excited. As you can see, there's the Spring Hill guys getting pumped up for this one, and they'll have the wind at their back as far as the attack goes in this first half. And we'll see what they could do early in this ball game. See Chesney Haney, the goalkeeper. You see him in the bright neon green, yellow, which we're going to go with there, green or yellow jersey. He's the first-team All-Frontier League goalie, and he's a guy that Coach Eric Swartz said has kept him in a lot of games that they wouldn't have otherwise been in had it not been for his skills back there in goals. So on a night where scoring chances might be slim, if the conditions, he might play a big factor in this one as well for him back in goal.
Absolutely. Having a guy back there that you can trust on a game-to-game basis, definitely get, you have a lot of confidence going into the game knowing you could at least have a chance to pull out a W.
So DeSoto will possess it first as we get set for this match between the 5-8-2 Spring Hill Broncos and the 8-5-2 DeSoto Wildcats. And underway here this evening in Spring Hill. So DeSoto will again have first possession in this game. That's Rainforth is number 10 in the middle there. Had it for a moment, but now DeSoto, they'll get their first chance on the attack. This is Christie on the right side. A touch pass back to him from Indres and rolling down near the corner. Keeping in for a moment, and then it is knocked out by Spring Hill. That's Tyler North, who is down there defensively for the Broncos. Another ball this time goes out on the end line, so we'll have a corner kick opportunity here. Trent Mann, who is the guy that you mentioned at the pregame, is the guy that Logan Smoot will be responsible for marking, but now it'll be Mann who has the corner kick attempt here. Mann's corner headed out by Niddle. This is Towner getting it back from Christie.
DeSoto looks like Spring Hill looks like they're playing a lot of guys back tonight. Looks like they're trying to keep it pretty compact here to start the game.
So it'll be Mann again, this time with the throw-in for DeSoto. And they're going to give that another corner kick.
A lot of pressure early on here by DeSoto. Spring Hill seems to be handling it pretty well at the moment.
So Mann with another corner. 50-50 ball there, won by Spring Hill. And unfortunately, though, they give it back. Pass back to reset things with Peyton Brotherton, their center back. Again, they'll send it back. Let Newberry and Brotherton create some space to get things set back up. All the way back now, they'll go to Gratz, their senior goalkeeper.
Spring Hill is putting quite a bit of pressure on them. They're not letting DeSoto to get too comfortable, just keeping the ball at their feet, which is nice to see.
Well, Coach said they're going to have a good defensive effort, and so far of the first little more than 3 minutes played here, it's been all defense for Spring Hill to this point.
Yeah, you're hoping that changes. The more possession that DeSoto continues to have, the more chasing of the ball Spring Hill's going to do. And that doesn't mean a whole lot at the beginning of the game, but once the game keeps going, it really could start wearing Spring Hill down.
Christie trying to get a run there on the outside right, but defended well by Pemberton and North. So goal kick for the first team All-Frontier League goalkeeper, Chesney Haney. And Santos for Spring Hill, but the ball won by DeSoto. Wildcats back on the attack. Taken by North and sent out by Mann. Crosses the touchline. It'll be possession to Spring Hill. North puts it in. Here's Rainforth. He kind of orchestrates the offense for Spring Hill, trying to send it into the back. Yeah, that one
a little lazy there. Got to make sure you have your eyes up, knowing where DeSoto is before you play a ball back like that. But it looks like they recovered okay.
And that was Hingler, the leading goal scorer for DeSoto, that took that one. So that's not the guy you want to have a chance like that with. But again, they adjusted well. They made up. They got it back anyway. Now Towner sends it off the far side. Konia. Back to Navratil, but it'll pass off the mark, and DeSoto will have it back. Throw in for the far side, trying to get Mann on a run into the box. Poked free by North. Pemberton almost slipping, or not Pemberton, but Brotherton. Close enough, right? Pemberton, Brotherton. Almost slipped there. As again, we'll keep an eye on what the field conditions. Right now it's still dry, but there is potentially some rainfall coming here later on this evening on a chilly evening. Low 40s here at the start of the match. It's North, one-on-one with Smoot. That's the matchup that you talked about in the Keys. Haney wanted an offside on Mann.
That was a good job to recover there by Spring Hill. Right now, like I said, DeSoto's really controlling a lot of the ball. You'd like to see Spring Hill start to settle down a little bit, maybe gain a little bit of possession.
And almost had a chance, it looked like, there to maybe take an attack, but DeSoto able to win possession back. That's Hingler. Lobbing one in. We got offside. Offside called on Elijah Christie. So free kick for Spring Hill. See if the Broncos can possess the ball a little bit here and
that's a nice ball.
Finally get an attack on it. North at midfield, now to Santos. Aggressive with the defense there by Konia. Christie against the freshman Pemberton and taken by Rainforth. DeSoto, though, gets it back quickly.
I mean, Spring Hill is doing a nice job of getting guys back on defense. The negative to that is, once they have been getting possession, instead of slowly working it out the back, they're working it out too fast. And what happens is you have 2 or 3 guys on the offensive side to DeSoto's, 6 or 7, people on defense, and that's where a lot of these turnovers are coming. So it'd be nice to see if, they maybe make an adjustment later on and try to work a little bit slowly out the back to get guys forward.
Rainforth gets it up to North, and they're going to call him offside. And that was close, but he was just a bit behind Brotherton. It's really the majority of this match so far has been played on the defensive half of the field for Spring Hill. The goalkeeper, Eli Gratz, will come out to take that free kick. Man from the middle. Leaves it back for one of his midfielders, Konya. Santos out to North. Santos makes a run for it and just lost it. Couldn't quite stall it there on the sideline.
One thing to watch with this game with Santos is he's a guy that's got a high motor. He's going to be running around, and he's going to give everything he's got the whole game. Talking with Coach Swartz a little bit about him. Real good kid, but he's a guy that he could always count on to hustle out there.
Chance here for Santos. Centers for Rainforth. Nice deflection, and now here's Jackson Rainforth, and just missed it up high off the right side. That's the best chance for either team to this point. Little deflection. It looked like that might have went off the hip of Konya, one of the midfielders for DeSoto, and almost worked as a perfect touch pass to set up Rainforth. But
it did. He had a really good look at it. Would have been a tough one to finish, probably from about 20 yards out or so. But put some lug into it. Just needed to be a little lower.
Well, hopefully just the fact that they got a shot attempt there, they had a little something go offensively for them well, and get some momentum for them on that side of things, and see if they can come back with another one soon. Rainforth battling there with Towner, but it's won by Towner. Now a chance at an attack here is DeSoto looking for Christie on the run, but Pemberton there step for step with him. As Hingler back to man. Gets it through to Christie, but a little bit behind him. Couldn't keep it on his foot. And now Pemberton takes it away for Spring Hill. Off of Christie and a Spring Hill on the throw-in. Niddle trying to advance it up. Now Spring Hill. That's Hunter Williams, 13, who didn't start, who's in there now. He's their leading goal scorer, 13 in purple, right in the middle of the action there for Spring Hill. Normally starts, but on senior night, Alex Larson got the start. Now a substitution being made for DeSoto. Carlos Nava Ramirez, senior, will come in for DeSoto, and he'll give a rest to Elijah Christie. This is Hingler. Trying to get it up to Nava Ramirez on that pass across from Nava Ramirez. Man into the center, touch pass back to him, but it's intercepted by Spring Hill. Ridge Gerstberger up to Williams. Here's the top goal scorer on the year for the Broncos.
That's a tough spot to be up there with Williams. A lot of times when you're playing that center forward position, you're having to take on 2 or 3 defenders at once. But he did a good job of keeping the ball on his foot and trying to play it out wide.
Hingler into the middle for Andres. Nava Ramirez, who replaced Christie, has been busy early. Keeps that one in. Pemberton goes down trying to play it, and now pokes it out, and they're going to say Spring Hill. Another substitution coming on for Spring Hill. That'll be Rocco Russo, who comes in as Russo enters the lineup, replacing Daniel Keckley. So Spring Hill with possession. Still scoreless here as we've played almost 14 minutes of this first half. Mann crosses over to Hingler. Top goal scorer on the year for DeSoto. Off the deflection there, Indres had a chance, but he's not happy with how he hit that one. He's third on the team with 6 goals this year, but the ball a little high and almost went off his shin. So a goal kick for Haney. 4 shutouts this year for Chesney. Averages 10 saves per game. This is Mann. Splits 2 defenders for Spring Hill. Gets it centered, and the shot misses wide right.
And that's what you got to be careful there with Mann. He's the guy that they're going to want to run this through. He was able to split 2 defenders, and that immediately set up a goal-scoring chance for DeSoto.
And that was Ian Indres who had the chance just wide of net. So it's 15 minutes into this first half, still scoreless, and majority of the possession to this point has been for the Wildcats. Rainforth will take the free kick. Just beyond midfield, sends it right into the center of the action here. Smoot sets it outside for Gerstberger. Gerstberger with the cross into the center, but Gratz able to play it for DeSoto.
You got to push back now.
DeSoto trying for the counterattack here. That's Navo Ramirez on the run, but Pemberton there might have got pushed, and they're going to call it. And Navo Ramirez trying to get around Pemberton, get a chance 1v1 with the goalkeeper Haney, but he is whistled for the push, so it'll set up free kick here as Haney will take it for Spring Hill.
Pemberton's done a good job tonight of stopping those backside runs. Staying in front of the defenders, not letting them get behind them.
Only a freshman, Dominic Pemberton, so he has been tasked with some pretty big responsibility here in his freshman season.
Absolutely.
But to this point tonight, he is certainly playing their part. This is Williams trying to work to get possession back for Spring Hill. Intercepted by the Broncos, and they'll have a chance here. Gerstberger flecked it off of Bradley, and back comes DeSoto on the counterattack, but Spring Hill will stop that. Skylar Navratil. And now Navo Ramirez on the cross that didn't nearly get over to Gerstberger, but Gerstberger able to win it back. Here's Mann. He sets it up for him. We'll touch underneath to Indres. Out to Navo Ramirez. Indres on the one time, and it's taken away by Hingler and put into the back of the net. So James Hingler with his 10th goal of the season.
That was a tough one. That ball just kind of sneaked through in there in the into the 6-yard box, and there's not a whole lot you can do as a keeper to put your body in front of that one. Tough break.
Yeah, that was that. Nobody really hit it solid. It was just as Chesney Haney is the goalkeeper there. It was hard to get a read on where that ball's going because it was just kind of just pinballing around across defenders and attackers, and it just landed right on the foot of Hingler.
And that's the toughest thing to do as a keeper. Is a lot of times you got to really anticipate where that ball is going to go, and when the players are 5 yards away from you, and you're missing touches, it's a guessing game at that point.
So a goal for Hingler here in the 22nd minute. And it's 1-0 DeSoto. Taken by Rainforth, and a chance here for the Broncos to get a run, but it's off the foot of Williams, led him a little bit too far.
I'll tell you, the Broncos seem to be in the right spot so far this game. Their touches have been a little sloppy early, but I think if they can kind of reel that in a little bit and start playing a little bit cleaner, they're in the right spots to make the right plays.
Gratz just getting rid of it, getting out of harm's way. Newberry back for DeSoto, but loses it. And so Spring Hill will get the throw in from the far side. Mitchell plays it in for the Broncos. Smoot out to Gerstberger. Gerstberger working around man, gets to the center, but that's a long ways off. 28 yards or more away from goal that time as he tried to take a shot.
That would have been a tough finish. I would have liked to see him maybe kind of, try to keep possession, around that box and see if anything else would have opened for him.
Nearing the halfway point of this first half. 1-0 DeSoto on the goal from James Hengler. And here is Hengler again. Smoot takes it away. And Smoot might got kicked on the outside of the leg, or on the ankle that time. He comes up a little bit hobbling, and that stings even more on a 40-degree evening.
Yes, it does.
Never feels good to get kicked, especially when you're already a little numb. They're probably not too numb. They've been running around a lot, but
yeah.
Nevertheless.
I'll tell you one thing. I played a lot of different sports growing up, and getting kicked in the shin or getting kicked in the ankle playing soccer, it's tough that hurts more than a lot of other hits I ever took in football or a baseball I ever took in the back.
Hengler trying to touch it up to man, and now a counterattack chance for Spring Hill. Lobbed up by Gerstberger. Santos try to make the run, but they'll just ease it back to Gratz. DeSoto can't clear it. This is Mitchell. Centers to Rainforth. Trying to chip it over, but neither Santos or Williams able to get to that one. Gratz scoops it up for DeSoto.
As the game's gone on, Spring Hill is starting to win more balls in the middle part of this field. Hopefully that continues to happen throughout the game.
Santos takes it from Brotherton, and a chance there for Josh, but he misses wide right. Brotherton maybe a little lackadaisical with the ball that deep in his own zone there.
A little bit. And, like I said earlier, Santos isn't a guy that you want to do that with. He's a guy that's going to go 100% the whole time. So good chance created there, really just off hustle.
Gratz with the goal kick, still 1-0 DeSoto. Over halfway through this first half. Rainforth to Williams. Now Williams battles, gets it back. Just a stronger man there up against Newberry. And a goal kick coming up for Gratz.
They seem to be getting a little bit more momentum going. Since that goal, I don't know if that woke them up or something, but you've seen a little bit more play on their offensive side.
Another chance as they take it away, and a ball poked free by Newberry, but staying with it. Spring Hill now back for the Broncos.
Look wide. Good ball. Oh.
Trying to get it out wide there to Tyler North. Picked away by Konya now. Navratil misses on that one. They'll send it back. Haney says, I got it. North with a man on him. Touches over to Santos. Centering for Rainforth. North comes to meet it in the middle, looking for Williams on a run, and Gratz able to beat him to the ball. That was what you want there. Williams a chance with a one-on-one, but just a little bit out in front.
He's the guy that they're going to want to play through balls to this game. He's a quick, strong guy, and he's really going to kind of hug that back line and look for those through balls. That one was just a little bit too hard, but it was the right idea.
So, man, I'm not sure whether he was just trying to send that one further out to Hingler and got away from him, but it kicked it right to Haney. Haney with the punt down the field. Santos off the chest, out to North, and a collision between Santos and Nava Ramirez.
Should give him a good opportunity here.
Excuse me, it was Austin Bradley who ran into Santos. So free kick here from Jackson Rainforth, 40 yards out.
So on a play like this, look for him to kind of swing the ball over there towards that back post. Looks like Spring Hill's going to, have 4 or 5 guys out there making a run.
Rainforth puts it into the box, and Gratz able to tip it to himself. And now we'll roll it up. Here comes the counterattack for DeSoto. Man. Back out to Van Boven. Man works through defenders. Up to Andres. Touch pass back to Man. Smoot sends it off the end line. They're going to set up for the corner. Couple of substitutions made here, as Spring Hill will bring Daniel Keckley back in, replacing Russo, and Elijah Christie back in on the right forward to replace Nava Ramirez. This will be Man on the corner kick. Goes off of 2 Broncos. And Spring Hill will send it out on the far sideline now. So throw in for DeSoto, who leads 1-0 on a 22nd minute goal by Hingler. I guess technically it'd be the 18th minute goal by Hingler, right?
Yes.
Opposite. The clock goes the other way around, so they they should just count it up, and then make math easier on me.
I know.
So that's all right. Either way, not my first or my last mistake of the night. And that's a ball that was a little bit dangerous, kind of just sitting out there. And I'm not sure if Keckley was kind of debating whether he should kick it or let Haney get it, but eventually cleared away. And now Santos trying to work around Bradley. It's poked out by, they're going to say off of Santos. So it'll be possession for DeSoto. Bradley with the throw in over the head of Man. Santos sends it back to Rainforth.
Oh, looks like a little confusion there.
There's Coney against Santos. Chased him down from behind. Nobody talked to him. I don't think let him know there was a guy there.
Heck of a play there by Santos. And that's what Hustle does. Chase the guy down from behind. The DeSoto player looked like to have a little bit of frustration. Shove Santos down and get a free kick out of it.
How much of that is on Coney, his teammates, for DeSoto to let him know he's got a guy chasing him? He didn't have eyes in the back of his head. You got to communicate that to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing that your teammates have to be aware of is, when everyone's running up behind you, you got to let them know.
So Rainforth sends it into the box, and Gratz able to win that one.
They've played some good balls, and they played some good balls into the box tonight. They've been maybe a little bit too hard, but, I mean, they have the right idea. And all it takes when you play a ball like that and it is one touch that the goalie's not expecting.
Here's Hingler. He had the lone goal so far of the game. Austin Bradley with a touch up to Christie, taken by Pemberton. Yeah, trying to go to Santos, but had him crossed up. DeSoto possesses again. They'll play it all the way back to Gratz. And the goalkeeper sends it out, Van Boven. Man shields off Smoot. Now crosses over to Christie, who's got a chance on a run here from the right side. Haney sets up as he'll center it back for Hingler again. And Hingler, or check that, not Hingler, that's Andres that time. And Andres with really all, he had the whole goal open to him there on that centering pass back from Christie.
That was tough. When that ball got played wide, that really spread out the field. Looked like a little bit of lack of communication there by Spring Hill to leave, DeSoto right there at the top of the box, and pretty easy finish for DeSoto there.
So the goal for Ian Andres is his 7th of the season. And it makes it 2-0 DeSoto with 11.5 to go in the first half. Trying to do the math quickly in my head here. I got to reverse the clock, do this and that. So it's what we're in the 28th.
Yeah.
This clock, don't make it easy on me, man.
Mm-mm.
I didn't know how to do math. 2-0 DeSoto. Man with Smoot marking. Out to Bradley. Nobody home on that centering pass by Bradley. Santos again knocked down, and he's mentioned how hard he plays, and he is earning it tonight. He's been on the ground a couple of times, now about 3 or 4.
He's getting a little beat up tonight.
Not a big guy.
No.
5'2" senior Josh Santos. Smoot plays it wide. North. Over the head of Rainforth as he's trying to get it back into the middle. That'll go out at midfield. Throw in for Pemberton. A couple of substitutions coming on. In fact, 3 of them for Spring Hill. So Gerstberger is back in along with John Mitchell and Evan Robinson. It'll be Robinson who will throw in for Spring Hill. Pemberton and North go out along with Tyler Bennett. Center back Niddle plays back to Haney, the goalkeeper. This is Gerstberger. Well, DeSoto will send it out and give a chance back to the Broncos. Van Boven has it go out off of Spring Hill. A touch by Keckley. Cole Towner back in for DeSoto. And James Hingler, their leading goal scorer, who had the first goal tonight, he goes out.
It's just that final touch that hasn't been there tonight. Like I said, they're in the right spots. They've had the right ideas. Their touches just haven't quite been there. Like I said, if they could clean that up, I think this really changes the dynamic of this game.
And Smoot and his teammate there, Keckley, ran into each other, but A chance of the through ball up outside and take Navratil, able to get rid of it there and clear it out. Didn't give Porras a chance at the run and actually deflected off of Porras. They called the push on Porras. Okay.
That was a great play to get back there. Looked like DeSoto was kind of building up numbers on that one, and being able to shut that down on the outside was important.
Haney sends it into the middle third, and they'll come out Gershberger outside.
Good
A
ball.
touch to
Good
Santos.
ball.
A chance here for Josh Santos. Tried to settle that ball and lost his footing. Really good pass by Gershberger up there to Santos. Now Christie back to the middle for Mann.
Good job staying in front there.
Logan Smoot, the defender, is tasked with marking Mann in this game. Coach Eric Schwartz says he'll usually always put Smoot, his responsibility is to mark the other team's best player, not necessarily their top goal scorer, but the guy who runs the offense for the other team, and that, in this case, is Mann. Free kick coming up for DeSoto with 6.5 to go. A 2-0 Wildcat lead.
A dangerous ball there. It'd be interesting to see if he takes a shot at goal or tries to play it on that back post for his runners.
And he will play it over to the outside, but good job keeping it away from the attackers there by Spring Hill. And that shot goes high over the goal. It's a good thing that Haney's 6'1" or 2", able to get that ball, just jumps up there and takes it off top of the fence behind the goal. If it were me, I'd have been climbing.
Mm-hmm. Be nice to see if Spring Hill could put together a nice little 5 minutes here. If they're able to kind of sneak one in before the half, it'd really change the dynamic, give them some momentum going in the second half.
Gershberger back into the middle, but there's Gratz. Are they just getting a little too anxious once they get into the that scoring third there, where they maybe he's getting the ball a little bit too far out in front of them, getting too quick with it, or?
It seems to be. I mean, right now they're playing a lot of crosses and playing a lot of crosses into the box. We saw a couple minutes ago them have a little bit of success, playing that ball down here to Santos, where he just kind of lost his footing. And I think they need to try to do a little bit more of that. It's going to require some patience, and it's going to require them to have better touches on the ball, in close spaces. But as of right now, a lot of their crosses are just being knocked down by DeSoto's goalie right now.
Christie lost the handle on it. Now a counterattack chance here for Spring Hill. This is Rainforth. Plays it out to Santos. Race to the ball with Santos and Brotherton. Plays it back for Gershberger. Here comes the cross again. Williams marked there by the defender Newberry.
And that's kind of another one of those situations that we just got done talking about. Give your teammates a chance to get more people up in the attacking third. Hold on to the ball a little bit before you cross. They had, I think, one guy in the box at that point, and your success chances are low on plays like that.
There wasn't a whole lot of pressure yet on Gershberger, so you're right. It can be tough to be that patient with it, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
But this is Niddle from the back with 3:43 left here in the first half. Rainforth plays it up to Hunter Williams. Newberry wins that ball. Williams got it back, trying to center it off of Newberry. Brotherton will just send it out of play and let him reset here. John Mitchell to throw in for Spring Hill. Targets Rainforth. Now Smoot wins it. Smoot.
That would have been a tough finish.
Yeah.
They've been putting a lot of pressure on DeSoto here these last, 4, 5, 6 minutes. I guess if they can if they could clean it up just a little bit, I think they'll put them in a really good spot.
There's a corner chance here. 2 and change left in the half. Jackson Rainforth. He'll take the corner kick. Williams right in the middle of the box there, right at that penalty kick spot.
Oh, nice.
6 foot chance to get up to him. Instead, it's making a run there, Keckley. Christie chasing from behind with Santos. And cleared out by Robinson. Robinson. Gersberger trying to intercept that pass back there, and it's taken away, though, again by Bradley. Now Smoot. Out to Gersberger. Works around Bradley. Centered in for Keckley. And diving in, Gratz comes up with it for DeSoto with under a minute left in the half.
I like that. I like the patience they had there. They went for little touches. They went for little passes. It might not have ended in the goal that they were wanting, but it's providing chances that are better than just crossing the ball into the middle.
Porras working against Mitchell. That is out off of Porras. So Spring Hill with possession. They got 30 seconds left in the half. Have to go quick on the attack here if they want a chance before the half. Instead, taken by Christie. Santos out to Gerstberger. Gerstberger tripped by Cody, and they're going to call it with just 10 seconds left in the half, though.
Gotta hurry.
Rainforth puts it down. Will send it into the box. Last chance, and Gratz there to haul it in, which will end the first half. So a pair of DeSoto goals, Hingler and Indres, has given DeSoto a 2-0 lead. Here at the half, you're watching Spring Hill High School Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live. Coming up next, the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
And welcome into the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. Spring Hill trailing DeSoto 2-0 here at the half in this one. The halftime show brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, where Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. To learn more, call 913-221-0755. Just up the street at 159th and Merlin, it's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. 2-0 our score at the half. James Hingler with a goal, his 10th of the year in the 18th minute, and then it was Ian Endrace with his 7th goal of the season in the 28th minute of this first half that has DeSoto on top 2-0 here at the break. Our Whitesell Optometry eye on the game first half recap brought to you by Whitesell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Whitesell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020 and be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. Well, a couple of quick thoughts from you here, Jason, at this first half. It was a bit of a two halves within the half, if you will. The first half of that half spent primarily on the DeSoto attacking half of the field, and then some more chances for Spring Hill in the latter part of that second half, or that first half. But overall, what you see from the Broncos there?
Yeah, I really liked how they finished the half. Like I said, they spent a lot more time on their attacking end, and I think it's really just going to come down to them being just a little more patient. I know we talked a little bit about it during the game, but maybe not necessarily just going for the cross right away, maybe working more for a better chance. And I'm sure they'll make adjustments to that here in the second half. But I thought they, like I said, early on in the game, DeSoto, really controlled possession. They've had a couple good chances, and they've taken advantage of it. Hopefully Spring Hill can get some of those here in the second half.
We'll take a look at some more of the first half thoughts and get you set for the second half here on the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show next. It's DeSoto 2 and Spring Hill scoreless at the half here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
What if grass wasn't just for mowing? What if all the games weren't on TV? What if you saw the grandkids on more than just holidays? What if you got out of the house more often, maybe for good? Cedar Lake Village Senior Living. Life is how you live, not just where. To learn more, call 888-508-2022.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Halftime here in Spring Hill this evening, 2-0 DeSoto with the lead on the Broncos. Goals from Hingler and Indres for the DeSoto Wildcats, who come into this one 8-5-2 on the year. Spring Hill at 5-8-2, final game of the regular season for both teams with a 2-goal lead for DeSoto as we head towards the second half. You talked about wanting them to be a little more patient maybe on the attack once they get it down there, but how does being down 2 goals going into the second half, how does that kind of impact the way you approach this game? Because I mean, everyone who follows soccer knows it's not a scoring barrage game. It's not like you're going to have 15 chances to score a goal in this second half. So how does being down by 2 goals, how do you think that may affect the way that Coach Eric Schwartz has his guys come out here in the second half?
I think he probably won't change a whole lot early on in the half, first 10, 15 minutes. Once the second half starts going on, you'll start seeing them push a little bit more forward. And then you'll get to a situation where you'll probably see a lot more of those crosses. It's tough to be patient, especially when you're down 2 goals. But I'd be surprised if you change a whole lot early on. But as the second half goes on and if they're still trailing, you'll start seeing guys start pushing up and putting more pressure.
So 2-0 DeSoto lead here on top of Spring Hill at the half. We'll take another quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll be ready to get this second half underway. Spring Hill and DeSoto, 2-0. DeSoto leads Spring Hill at the half here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Open, flexible, and dedicated to our clients with impeccable customer support. That's why you choose Tri-Century Bank. Have your bank right in your hands with mobile banking and manage your money from the comfort of your home with convenient online banking. Tri-Century is ideal for your business with competitive rates on loans and credit cards to help meet your goals. For 125 years, Tri-Century Bank has been serving Spring Hill. To learn more, join them for one of their monthly coffees. See upcoming events at tricentury.bank. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsurancegroup.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to Spring Hill High School tonight. It's a chilly evening to this point. The rain has at least stayed away. The radar says there might be some moving in, but it looks like maybe not to about 8 o'clock, which is 40 minutes from now. And yes, you read that right. There's 40 minutes left here in this one. So we'll see if we remain dry the rest of the evening. But we are set to get this second half underway here. DeSoto with a 2-0 lead. James Hingler with a goal in the 18th minute. And then Ian Indrace with a goal in the 28th minute of that first half for DeSoto. The Wildcats lead 2-0, and we are underway second half. Jackson Rainforth, he's the guy that they want to run things through, and he gets it started for Spring Hill as they push it up, but DeSoto will clear it away. Now here's Keckley. Nutmeg is the official. No, that doesn't count as a nutmeg, but he intentionally let that one go through, right? Here's Rainforth. Smoot. Push up to Santos. Good ball back to Smoot. Trying to cross it over, but DeSoto able to defend it, and then out it goes off of Bennett. Towner up to Nava Ramirez. Led him too much, perhaps. No, Nava Ramirez runs it down. Crosses over Pemberton. Sends it in on the cross. Hengler has it deflected away. Williams up to Santos. They're going to call him offside. Yep. Nearly able to stay back far enough, but the defender here on the near side, he had his arm raised, and he saw it and was just like, okay, I'm going to take my time here. Gage Stricker, the left back.
Yep.
Which I guess you got to credit him with the awareness of knowing that and not.
And that's a lot. The defenders will pay attention to that throughout a game. They'll keep an eye out to where they're, where the attacking player is playing. If they have an opportunity to step up when that ball is passed to try to, regain possession, they definitely will.
Speaking of Stricker, here he is in the center, but Rainforth able to get it back for Spring Hill. Williams wanted to run down the center. Rainforth unable to send the ball up there to him. Hengler leaves it up for Nava Ramirez. Smoot clears. Holding it at Hengler. Man, working in. Crosses over, and he's got a chance for the left side.
No one home there for DeSoto.
A goal kick for Haney. North racing Bradley out there to it, and it's off Bradley, so, oh no, they're going to say off of North. I was wrong. Bradley with the throw in, and Pemberton a little too aggressive with it. Hengler chases it down for DeSoto. Poke down on the end line will lead to a corner kick. Trent Mann will come over to take that corner. Comes in low, goes through the two Spring Hill defenders. And now Tyler North. Back to Pemberton and then out. So throw in for man on the far side for DeSoto. 5 minutes into the second half, 2-0. Wildcats with the lead on a couple of first half goals from Hengler and Indres. Referee going to have a little chat with Logan Smoot.
Spring Hill's doing a pretty good job of keeping the ball in front of them, not allowing DeSoto to get chances off this pressure, but they're having a hard time getting it out of their defensive third right now.
Rainforth. Good pass up here. A run for North.
Push.
Santos gets past the defender. Santos off of Gratz. A save by Eli Gratz.
It was a good individual effort there by Santos, keeping the ball on his feet and be able to work through the defender like that.
Now that's probably the best shot attempt they've had as Santos gives some props to Gratz there. You can see that on the right of your screen. Gives him a fist bump and respect for the save there made by Gratz. But a corner chance comes out of it, so here's Rainforth.
Good ball in.
And Gratz going to shield off Keckley and haul it in for DeSoto. Hengler into the center to Andres. Those are the two who have the goals. Tanner goes out to Bradley. Tries to center it. And it is cleared by Spring Hill. Stricker up to Hengler. Middle to man. And now a attempt coming from Towner, but off the Spring Hill defender. So they'll reset it here as Rainforth wins that battle, trying to go into the middle for Williams.
They keep looking to play those through balls to Williams, especially kind of seeing it, beginning of this half. So kind of, start to keep an eye on that, see what type of runs he's able to put together.
Man behind, he had Andres there. He was pointing for it, but he just left it behind him. But now a chance on the counter. Ooh, and a big collision there as Niddle gets hip checked to the ground by Konia, and they're going to whistle that on Konia, and they'll give a free kick to Spring Hill. Rainforth will take the free kick. A little over 8 minutes gone in this second half. Still 2-0 DeSoto. North to Santos. Sends it back into the middle to Rainforth.
It's not a bad idea. Just need a little bit more on that.
Nava Ramirez up for Hengler. Wasn't able to take that one in clean, and now a whistle, and they're going to call a hold, it looks like, against Hengler. Rainforth up to Williams. Gratz able to beat him to it.
Spring Hill's starting to put some pressure on DeSoto. Let's see if they can get, put a couple final touches together in their attacking third.
Throwing to the far side, Bradley. Taken back by Niddle. Santos. Centers to Rainforth. Williams wants the run. He's offside at the moment. Now he gets back onside, and that ball sneaks through. Cross into the middle, and a header by Williams, saved by Gratz as he lays out for it.
It's a great ball into Williams on that.
Tyler Bennett on that cross into him, had a chance for it, but Williams unable to put the header away.
They're getting better chances this half. Even the two chances they've had the first 10 minutes are the two best ones they've had the whole game.
Here's man now for DeSoto. Out Nava Ramirez. Rainforth. Can't quite win the battle for that ball. Williams trying to work around Stricker, but Gage Stricker able to win possession.
One thing you'll notice, the more pressure that Spring Hill continues to put on DeSoto, the more mistakes DeSoto has made. That through ball that we just saw off that header misplay, and he kind of misplayed that ball there at the end. So they can continue to keep doing this. The ball's going to bounce their way sooner or later.
Here's Towner. Out to Hengler. One touch back into the center, but a deflection. Keckley was able to deflect to save there. Now Towner. Broken up again by Keckley. So two good plays back there by Daniel Keckley. Bennett wanted Williams. Smoot surveying things for Spring Hill. Plays it back. Keen Niddle. North, now here's Santos. Touch back to Rainforth. Man, trying to go up to Hengler. Denied by Navratil. Towner crosses to Nava Ramirez. Trying to touch it through to Andres, but denied by Pemberton. Pemberton wins, or rather Tyler North wins it on the side. Handball.
I like the energy they're starting to play with. A lot of times that happens when you get a couple chances, a lot of opportunities to, score a couple goals. You get a little bit more pep in your step, and I like what I'm seeing out of them right now.
14 minutes into this second half. Still 2-0 DeSoto. 18-minute and 28-minute goals back in the first half for the Wildcats. And he punts it to midfield. Hengler plays it behind him to Towner. Back to Hengler. Hengler into the middle for Andres. Lost it out of bounds on the end line with Niddle right there for Spring Hill. And they're going to go to 4 fresh bodies off of the bench here.
I would anticipate these subs, given the starters a breather for probably 5 to 7 minutes or so, and then getting the starters back in there to end the game.
So Alex Larson, Gerstberger, John Mitchell, and Rocco Russo, the 4 that came on for Spring Hill, and it was Elijah Christie, the 1 sub who came on for DeSoto. Niddle plays into the middle of Russo. Larson back to Russo, and then Russo can't play it. Tried to pass out to Mitchell, just didn't get a good touch on it. So they turn it over as DeSoto has it up 2. 24 minutes to play. Russo's got it back. Three on 3 with Russo chasing back. And pass to nobody there from Indres. So Spring Hill gets a break with it. Now Smoot. Touch to Rainforth. Jackson Rainforth trying to get Larson on a run, but doesn't have the speed to get there. Pemberton steps in, takes it away from Christie.
There's been a lot of back and forth in this half. I think they've come out with a lot of energy this half, and I mean, really outside of. There we go.
Gertzberger able to stay with it, but eventually DeSoto wins possession back.
I mean, the only difference in this game right now is DeSoto's capitalized on a couple chances and the Broncos haven't. I mean, right now it looks like Broncos have 6 shots to, the Wildcats 3. So there's not a whole lot of adjustments I think they need to make at this time, just like we've kind of been talking about the whole game, just making sure and finishing and then attacking third.
DeSoto's first goal came on what was just kind of a fortunate series of bounces down in the box, and their second one was set up with a pretty good attack. But they have taken advantage. A couple of chances you mentioned in the second half, and let's see if they can get one here as Rainforth brings it up to Santos. Santos holds things up. Rainforth back to Santos. Josh with a center, and it's going to be over the head of Russo. That one off the head of Russo.
I would have liked to see him kind of come down with that and maybe try to pull it out, see if they could, make something of it. A finish like that, a volley that's bouncing around, you don't see a lot of guys even put that on frame, not score a goal on it. So, but they're doing better. The build-up on that far side was better. They took their time a little bit. They had some small passes in between and let more attacking players get up in the box before they made that cross.
Yeah, that was with Santos. That was in the first half, one of those where we saw him just crossing it right away, didn't have the numbers, and so they made that adjustment you've talked about. Unfortunately, didn't capitalize on that one, but there'll be more opportunities here till 20-plus minutes left. But down 2 goals, Spring Hill will have to pick it up. A little sense of the urgency here as they are needing get 1 goal, right? And then then all of a sudden you make DeSoto start feeling, okay, this is, they got that 2-goal lead. They're still a little bit more relaxed. But you put 1 in there, and all of a sudden they'll tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you're starting to see it a little bit. Spring Hill put a little bit more pressure on DeSoto, and, you're seeing them make a little bit, more mistakes. Some of the touches and mistakes that Spring Hill was making in the first half. So just putting more pressure on the team and obviously putting in a goal would, definitely help their cause out quite a bit.
Santos back to Rainforth. We'll give and go to Santos, but poked out of there by the back line. Newberry for DeSoto. Now Towner. Plays it out to Christie. Towner sending it in for Hengler, but Chesney Haney there, the goalkeeper for Spring Hill. Midway point of the second half. Gerstberger trying to blow past the defender. Ball comes free, and Brotherton plays it up, but nobody there for it. So Russo wanted to come out to Mitchell. Intercepted by Stricker. Now a counterattack chance here for DeSoto. Stricker plays it outside right. Christie, but missed it. Sent it behind him.
It's a good job getting back by Spring Hill. One thing you're going to have to kind of keep your eye on is once they do start to push forward a little bit more, that's going to leave their defense a little bit more vulnerable to some of these counterattacks. They've done a great job of getting back all game. Hopefully they can keep that up.
At what point do you kind of have to just throw caution to the wind and say, you know, if we're going to put you in a bad predicament perhaps back here, fellas, but we got to push more up into the offensive area of the field here?
You know, I think, you know, once you probably get down to that 10-minute mark, you'll start to see them being a little bit more, I don't want to say reckless, but way more aggressive with it. They're doing a pretty good job right now, honestly, of keeping possession and creating some chances. And you don't really want to, you know, mess with that flow yet. But once you get down to about 10 minutes or so, you're going to see them start pushing up quite a bit. And you'll probably see some counters by DeSoto, and the defenders just better be ready to roll.
Yeah, they're going to put Navratil and Pemberton, they're going to put them on display back there and maybe see the first-team All-League goalkeeper Chesney Haney get a chance to put a highlight reel save or two on the board. And
absolutely.
You hope, obviously, that all that aggressiveness up there pays off for a goal if you're going to put those guys in that spot. Niddle to Santos, and wanted to go out to Gerstberger, but didn't get a good touch on it. Man plays it out to Hengler. He had Porras trying to go for that run across the field, but opts to just play it back out. Towner back to the defender Stricker. And Mitchell able to take this one away, keeps it in. Newberry, though, strong with it now to Towner. Towner out to Van Boven for DeSoto. Off Pemberton. Throw in coming for the Wildcats. Van Boven will take it.
Wouldn't be surprised here in about 2-3 minutes if Coach Schwartz puts his starters back in to kind of end this game.
Here's a pass up to Larson.
Good ball.
Kind of through there, but Gratz out beyond the 18-yard box. Gets rid of it. Now Gerstberger from the middle. Upended.
Nope.
Second time that Coney has come in hard and put one of the Broncos down on the ground.
You'll see that happen a lot in the midfield, especially when another team is starting to kind of build up an attack. A lot of the times the defending team will commit a foul there around midfield, and a lot of times it's
Santos. He's got it. Doesn't have the angle right now. Needs some help here. Santos trying to play back out to Smoot, but it's cleared away by Towner.
But like I was saying, a lot of times they'll commit that penalty there around midfield to kind of stop that momentum and allow the defense to get back.
15 minutes left. DeSoto's 2 first-half goals. The scoring so far in this one. So Smoot goes out in for Spring Hill. Daniel, Keckley. Also Carlos Nava Ramirez back in for DeSoto.
It'll be interesting to see with Smoot out here who they have shadowing man from DeSoto, or if they even have anyone shadowing him.
It's man who's right in the middle of the field right now for DeSoto with nobody there. As Haney delivers it out of goal up to midfield, and now here is man with it. And that's Keckley who marks him at this point anyway. Keckley out to Mitchell. Here come the Broncos as Mitchell tries to put one through up to Santos. A little backspin on that one as it stopped on him, and Brotherton able to recover and they'll just clear it out of bounds. Van Boven says, let's get the defense back here. And again, Eric Swartz will go to the bench, bring Hunter Williams back in after a little quick rest for Williams. He's their top goal scorer on the year, has 8 of them, and he's back in there desperately needing something out of whether it be Williams or anybody else. Trying to lob one into the box that time, Rainforth, but played out of there by Stricker, and it goes out off of Stricker, so a throw in for Spring Hill, John Mitchell. To Rainforth, now back to Mitchell. John tries to cross it through the box, but it's sent out on the end line by Konya, so a corner.
See if we could take advantage of this here.
Rainforth with the corner kick. Williams, the guy they like here. And that over-the-head chance. Oh. And another chance of Santos. Oh, and it's Stricker, the Gratz, who comes up with it.
They just can't get the ball to bounce the right way tonight for some reason.
They had 2 real looks at it there. Hingler up to Porras. Poked free by Niddle. And now DeSoto gets it back with 12 and change left in the second half. Man through to Towner, and it is cleared out and sent out by Navratil. DeSoto will make a change. Ian Andres back in, and it'll be Towner who will come out of the lineup for the Wildcats. Stricker with the throw-in. Plays it down into the corner to Hingler. Finds Mann. Trent Mann trying to cross it back in, and it deflects out off of Keckley, so a corner chance for DeSoto. Corner kick from Mann. Clears everybody. Napa Ramirez behind the pack, but loses it. Gersberger clears it out.
Defended well. Let's see if they can counter here.
Santos leaves it back to Gersberger. And it's stolen by Napa Ramirez. Pemberton. And it is off of Napa Ramirez. So a throw-in coming up for Spring Hill with just over 10 minutes left, trailing 2-0.
Looks like they might have got a foul on that one.
Yeah, they did. They right on the sideline. I thought just the timing of the whistle and the ball went out. I thought just a
That's what I thought too.
easy out, but nevertheless, it is Spring Hill ball. And here's Russo.
Ooh, maybe a
Into
handball
the middle
there.
for Williams, is that what they call it? Yep. So here's a chance. A free kick from 30. Well, they're going to actually, okay, that's further away than.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was about 10 yards, 15 yards closer maybe, but Rainforth will lob it in there.
Good ball
It's
in.
a chance.
It's just a flick. It's all
And
you
there
need.
it is.
Bingo! That's what they've been looking for. They've had plenty of opportunities so far this half, and they finally got it to bounce to a guy right by the goal.
Put it into some traffic, and Skylar Navratil delivers his first goal of the season.
That's timely.
Absolutely. A huge goal from Skylar Navratil with facing a 2-0 deficit late in the second half, and Navratil comes through. A 71st minute goal for Navratil.
Let's see how that changes the dynamic of how the rest of these 9 minutes goes.
2-1 lead for DeSoto. But momentum now on the side of the guys in purple as Santos goes to the middle to Rainforth.
Good build up.
Into the center, Williams didn't quite have enough on it, though. It's intercepted by Gratz. Good idea, though. Got the crowd energized a little bit more, too, here. It is a cold crowd. It is not a warm evening, 40 degrees. But some life to everybody after the Navratil goal for Spring Hill.
I'm not sure what Coach Schwartz went in there and told them at halftime, but they have had way more energy than DeSoto this entire second half. It's shown on the field. It's shown on the chances that they've had.
Himberton. Poked out by Mitchell. Santos collects it for Spring Hill. Plays it back. Gerstberger.
Hold on to it.
Being pressured by Konia. Nearly lost
was
it there.
dangerous.
Yeah. Here's Navratil. Up to Mitchell. Poked away by Stricker. Stricker looking for Nava Ramirez on the run, but Haney able to play it right at the top of the box. So Spring Hill down a goal, looking to knot things up after they played 71 minutes from a trailing position. Well, not all 71, I guess. The first 18 were tied, but this ball past Williams. Gratz clears it away. Throw-in coming up for Spring Hill. 7.5 to go, down 2-1. Tyler Bennett, Logan Smoot both back in. Gershberger and Mitchell will exit the lineup. Also, Tyler North comes back on. So Navratil, he had the goal for him. He'll throw it in. Niddle takes it to the center. Wanted Santos in the middle. Man leaves it up for Nava Ramirez. Too far out in front of him. Pemberton will just slap it out and let the defense set things up here with 6.5 to go.
Wildcats substitutions. Number 8, Cole Towner. Number 18, Austin Bradley.
Austin Bradley and Cole Towner return for DeSoto as Porras exits the lineup for the Wildcats along with Ben Boven. Six to play. Here's North on the far side. Back to the middle to Rainforth.
Good ball.
Touches it back to North.
A little too hard there.
Got it back, though. He's got
Right there.
Russo in the middle. That's who's got it. Here's Russo. Wanted to take it from 20 out, but off the backside of Newberry. Plays it up to Hengler. One-on-one with Navratil. Hengler tries to set it up for Nava Ramirez, but he couldn't quite collect it on that right foot. Went through the legs and out off the end line. A goal kick for Haney.
That was a close one. That was a great ball played in there by DeSoto, but good job defending it.
And it's a handball up on North. That ball bounced up, got him on the arm. So with 5 minutes left in the second half, DeSoto holding out of a 2-1 lead. 71st minute from Skylar Navratil in this second half has made it much more interesting. It was a 2-0 lead at halftime for DeSoto. And now just a 1-goal separation with under 5 to play. Bicycle kick attempt from Nava Ramirez. Quickly thrown back in. Stolen by North. Plays back to Pemberton. And they're going to give a corner kick on this to DeSoto. As DeSoto taking their time to get to the corner and to get to the free kicks at this point. The gamesmanship of soccer with the clock running on 4 minutes to go.
It is, and it's different in this, especially when you don't have a whole lot of stoppage time that goes into it. You'll start seeing some subs. They won't hustle to any dead ball, that's for sure.
Hunter Williams trying to get past Newberry. Well, they whistled it. Okay, I didn't hear the whistle, but they called it on Williams. Hengler plays it back to Gratz with 3.5 to go.
This is when you'll start seeing them push up. This is when you start getting when those defenders will be left out on their own.
Here's one of those chances. Nava Ramirez from the far side. Trying to set up for the cross. Here it is. Navratil intercepts, heads it out of there. Especially when they were down 2-0, it's like, okay, well, how aggressive do you get? You got to get 2 goals. But now that they closed it down to 1 on that Navratil goal, especially 3 minutes to go, I would imagine it's go time here for Spring Hill. They're going to get pretty aggressive in these final 3 minutes.
Absolutely.
Back line has been really good in the second half, so they've got confidence they can hold up on their own now if the attack can get something going. Bennett plays it to Williams. Williams trying to work around Newberry. Recovering to kick it out, Konya.
You'll see them all push forward here.
Yeah, 2.5 to go.
They may leave 1 or 2 guys back, but
a couple of subs come on for Spring Hill. Keckley and Larson. As Williams goes out along with Russo.
Maybe get a little height in there for some of these balls that they plan on crossing in.
Just over 2 minutes left. Navratil with the throw into Keckley. Gets it around Chowner. Rainforth sets up to Larson. Trying to go with a cross, but there was nobody home. And now a counterattack chance for DeSoto. And Mann played a little too far out in front of him. Able to get rid of it was Pemberton. Allows the defense a chance to hustle back and settle for Spring Hill, but under 2 to go. Pemberton. Nobody home in the center. Now it's Towner again, 90 seconds left.
They got to start putting pressure on these guys.
And DeSoto not going to be in any hurry with 80 seconds left. Up by a goal. Here's Mann. Mann playing it down into the corner, just trying to have Spring Hill kick it out.
That tends to happen during the end of the games. A lot of times the teams don't really appreciate the other team trying to waste a bunch of time.
And a card has been given. Yellow card. It looked like he was showing the yellow card to Haney, the goalkeeper, which wouldn't have
made a whole lot of sense.
Right.
Well, we got a minute here, so let's see what they got.
He's going to give a yellow card as well to to Trent Mann.
It looked like they got tangled up down there, and looked like Maine wouldn't quite give up the ball when they were going for a throw-in, and I think the Spring Hill player got a little ticked off by that, and
so Mann has to come out, and it was Navratil that they gave the yellow card to for Spring Hill, so he is forced off here for the moment as well. And with Mann out, Porras will come in for DeSoto. 1:07 left, so you've got a chance or two remaining if you're Spring Hill.
looks like some conversations still happen there on the far side between DeSoto and the head referee.
Yeah, Drew Proctor, the head coach, trying to get an explanation of why his leader out there, Trent Mann, was yellow carded. So the referee jogging back into the play as we will restart with 1:07 left in the second half. And it's a throw in for Spring Hill. And they've got to go in a hurry. Throw in taken away, though, by DeSoto. And it's Towner. Takes the shot, and Haney lets it go wide and set up a goal kick now with under a minute left.
He'll just boot it and push everyone up.
And DeSoto able to come up with it, but Pemberton and now Navo Ramirez one-on-one with Pemberton. He's got Porras all alone on the left side. Instead takes a shot at it. Haney comes up with it with a half minute left. Haney will punt it up. They've got to go now.
We're just having a hard time getting the ball right now. DeSoto's doing a good job of keeping it away from us.
And he missed a kick there, and that gave him a shot maybe. Here's North, or rather, Tyler North with 20 seconds left. North with the defender falling down. Sets it back to Smoot. Lob in for Santos. And Gratz able to beat him there to it. That was almost, wait, they called a foul out there on the pass in by Smoot.
I don't know if they're going to have enough time.
Takes the shot. Rainforth
Good effort.
had the free kick a chance. That's all he could do there. But the clock expires. So certainly a strong second half effort from the Spring Hill Broncos. They get one in the second half in the 71st minute from Skylar Navratil. Had a chance there late. It looked like would have been the most drama-filled goal of the season you could put in as time's expiring. Unfortunately, it does not happen, and DeSoto will hold on for the win. 2-1 the final. DeSoto improves to 9-5-2 on the season with the win. And for the Spring Hill Broncos, the loss drops them to 5-9-2. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap it all up for you on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Open, flexible, and dedicated to our clients with impeccable customer support. That's why you choose Tri-Century Bank. Have your bank right in your hands with mobile banking and manage your money from the comfort of your home with convenient online banking. Tri-Century is ideal for your business with competitive rates on loans and credit cards to help meet your goals. For 125 years, Tri-Century Bank has been serving Spring Hill. To learn more, join them for one of their monthly coffees. See upcoming events at tricentury.bank.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Final tonight in Spring Hill, DeSoto with the victory over the Spring Hill Broncos 2-1. The finals, we welcome you to the postgame show brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. So 2-1 our final here tonight. Exciting second half after it was a 2-0 game at halftime. We weren't really sure what we were going to see in the second half. Would DeSoto go ahead and just ease their way to victory? And that was certainly not the case, as pressure was put on the entire second half by Spring Hill. They get a goal in the 71st minute by Skylar Navratil, his first of the season, to really make things interesting at 2-1 with 9.5 minutes to go at that point. And all in all, a good effort, especially that second half by Spring Hill. But, Jason, they come up just short tonight.
Yeah, it was a very evenly match. There are a lot of times where I thought Spring Hill dominated the second half. DeSoto didn't have any good chances on goal. Spring Hill, to my count, probably had 4 or 5 really good chances on goal, and it just came down to DeSoto happened to finish the 2 good chances that they had, and that was it. So unfortunate, sometimes that's how soccer goes. Spring Hill had about 8 or 9 shots to DeSoto's 3. They played really well tonight, especially in the second half. Outside of the first probably 10 minutes, I thought Spring Hill really controlled most of the game. It's just unfortunate the ball didn't bounce our way.
So 2-1 the final as Spring Hill drops their regular season finale here tonight to the DeSoto Wildcats, who pick up their 9th win of the season. And for DeSoto, or for Spring Hill, they suffer their 9th loss of the season, as they are now 5-9-2, and the mirror image of a 9-5-2 record now for DeSoto. We're back to wrap things up on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show here on Spring Hill Sports Live. The final tonight, DeSoto 2, Spring Hill 1 in this soccer regular season finale. And the goals for DeSoto came in the first half. 18th minute goal from James Hingler, his team-leading 10th goal of the season. Ian Indrace with his 7th goal of the year, matching Trent Mann for second on the team now. That came in the 28th minute. And for Spring Hill, their lone goal came at the 71st minute in the second half, the first of the year for Skylar Navratil, as he capitalized on a corner kick that kind of pinballed around off a couple of guys down to the box, and Navratil able to find it, get the right foot on it, and put it past Eli Gratz for the goal for Spring Hill, but they fall in this one 2-1. The final, as they will now prep for the postseason. And hopefully, Jason, some positives they can take from the way they finished this game. And obviously not the result that Coach Eric Schwartz wanted. Obviously, you want to win every match you go out there and you compete in, but I think there were some positives that they can take from this, and you look at the way they ended this season of their last 4 matches, 2 wins, a draw with a good Paola team, and then a close 2-1 loss with a good DeSoto team here as well.
Absolutely, and that's unfortunately that's kind of been how the season's gone for them. They've kind of lost these close games, and sometimes that's just how soccer goes. I mean, this team could very easily be a 9-5-2 team. So, like I said, they played a DeSoto team very strong tonight. There's a lot of positives that I think Coach Schwartz will be able to pull out of this moving forward.
Well, I appreciate you coming up here and joining us tonight, Jason.
Absolutely.
You did a great job. You made me sound a heck of a lot better, and and hopefully everybody enjoyed tonight's game here on Spring Hill Sports Live. So, Jason Schwartz and Caden Carbajo. I'm Bryce Kessler. We thank you for watching tonight. Once more, your final score, DeSoto 2 and Spring Hill 1. You've been watching the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show on your home for Broncos Soccer, Spring Hill Sports Live.
It's time for Broncos Soccer on Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Cedar Lake Village, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, Tri-Century Bank, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5.